Hello everyone, around 2 weeks ago I put these cuttings in water and now most of them have successfully rooted and developed strong roots. So in today's video I will share with you the best tips on how and when to transfer plant cuttings from water to the soil. So around 15 days before I started cuttings for 8 indoor plants in water without adding any fertilizer to it. I just cut them below the node and added to the water. Most of them have developed good roots. I will show you now. These are the cuttings of philodendron, lemon lime and micans. All are rooted well. It took them around a week to develop new strong roots, and since it's been 15 days, these roots are around 2 to 3 inches long. We are going to plant them in soil now. This is cane begonia. See the beautiful roots. This is philodendron pedatum. New roots and also new growth. These are the cuttings of trailing jade. They started rooting within 4 days. One thing that I learned here is when they developed new roots, they were white and thick. But later after 10 days, they turned pink in color and become soft and fragile. So I think they need to be transplanted in soil soon after rooting. The time to develop new roots in water can vary significantly from plant to plant. Philodendron can start to form roots within 3 to 4 days, while ZZ plants can take weeks to develop roots. This one is around a month old ZZ plant foliage. These are Pilea babies. This is the first time I started them in water. See how beautifully they have developed roots. I also added a few new cuttings later. This is leaf of Rex begonia. Last week I added it in water and now you can see new growth is coming out from here. This one Peperomia raindrop. Look at the shape of foliage. While watering this plant I accidentally broke this leaf, so I just put it into the water and seen the new roots. I am really amazed by seeing these thick and beautiful roots. I am glad that all these cuttings are rooted well. Changing the water once a week and maintaining the water level really helps for better rooting, because fresh water has oxygen and minerals and roots need oxygen for growing. They are living things just like us. Technically, you can transfer your cuttings to the soil once they have developed 2 to 3 inches long healthy roots. In fact, you can actually propagate cuttings directly into the soil. However, I truly believe that water propagation will carry better success rate, especially if you are a beginner, because if you are propagating directly into the soil, you have to keep good balance of soil, moisture, airflow and humidity. That can be very hard to do inside. But in water propagation, we can actually see the root formation, and if anything goes wrong with the cutting, we can replace the cutting. Always remember, roots should be at least 2 to 4 inches long before transferring to the soil. There are 2 reasons for that. Roots development indicate: first, the plant has rooted enough to survive in the soil and continue rooting. Second, the plant's roots are not that mature yet, so the roots can easily adapt to moving into soil without a major shock. Plants don't get major nutrients from the water that they need to grow. So if you want faster growth of the plant and big foliage, transfer them once they develop strong root system. Plants cuttings like money plant, philodendron, syngonium, if you want, you can keep them in water like this. It really look nice. But don't forget to change the water once a week to avoid algae formation. Now for potting them into soil, what we would need is some pots and potting mix. Pot size must be in proportion to the plant cutting, not too small or not too big. If you have big plant cuttings like Monstera deliciosa or fiddle leaf fig, pot should hold the plant weight. We need to give the roots room to grow, but not so big that the roots have hard time retaining all the water. And most important, don't forget to use pot with drainage hole at the bottom to drain out excess water from the soil. I am using pots that are about 2 to 3 inches bigger around than the root system. For the potting mix, I have taken garden soil and coco peat in the same proportion with little perlite to improve the drainage. Coco peat helps to retain moisture while the perlite promotes healthy root growth and aeration. If you don't have perlite, you can also use river sand. Soil should be well draining, airy to provide sufficient oxygen to the roots, because in water dissolved oxygen easily available that roots can easily absorb. But now in soil it can be little hard, so use airy well draining soil, which basically means that whenever you water to the soil, within few seconds water should come out from the drainage hole. So for planting these cuttings, prepare your new pot with the soil. Put 1 to 2 inches of soil in the bottom of the pot. Place the cutting in the pot and cover the roots with soil, and leave about an inch of empty space at the top of the pot to add compost or fertilizer. So don't fill the soil up till the brim of the pot. While planting cuttings, I would suggest planting multiple cuttings in single pot, because sudden change in their environment, there are chances that these cuttings might undergo transplant shock. In such cases, a few days later, few cuttings may establish and grow back, while few do not survive. So better to plant many cuttings in one pot. Also, planting many in one pot makes the plant bushier. Always transfer the cuttings indoors or in shade, and after transplanting, don't keep the pot in direct sunlight. After planting, water the plant thoroughly until water starts to flow through the drainage hole. Immediately after planting, don't use chemical fertilizers because they can burn these delicate roots. Once cuttings have established and started to show new growth, then you can add fertilizer. Now place the cuttings in well-lit spot but not in direct sunlight. Don't forget to place a drainage plate below the pot to collect extra water. You will need to treat this newly potted plant a little differently than plant that you simply transfer from soil to soil, because you have transferred them from water medium to the soil medium. In water, dissolved oxygen and other minerals are readily available to the cuttings. But when we transfer them to the soil, it is little hard for cuttings to get them that easily from the soil. So be sure to keep the soil moist, at least in the beginning for few days, but not constantly saturated with water. Too much water can cause root to rot and prevent oxygen from reaching them. And that's all. Within few days or weeks, you will notice new growth from cuttings. And that's how you can make numerous plants at home. Propagating plants is one of my favorite things to do, and it's super simple, but knowing when to transfer the cuttings, correct use of pots and soil will help in the overall success of the plants. Thanks for watching, and for more green updates do follow us on Instagram. My Instagram handle is gardenways14. Thanks for watching. See you soon. Till then, take care and happy gardening.